my favorite mines to come up to. There's a lot of different interesting piles of rock and separated ore all over the place. And there's a lot of pyrite here too. If you like pyrite, it's a good place to come up to. There used to be, this is the top of the hoist house. You can see right there. There used to be a great big, beautiful wheel right there at the top that the cable would run through. Just a couple years ago. Yeah, somebody wanted it. Imagine not too long ago. You look this up on Google Earth and everything, and you still see the ore bin and the house still, or all that stuff still standing. I'm imagining maybe, I don't know, probably 10 years or so ago, all came tumbling down. It's a shame, but this thing looked nice. Lots of rocks. It's pretty cool. Inside the ore bin, it's all lined with sheet metal, and there's the two chutes. This is big too. I mean, there's the outer beam, so those are 8x8s. This thing's a monster. Was. I guess nothing lasts, so. Man, this must have been loud coming down though. Had 3 chutes. Pretty cool. I never have looked up records on this place. No. Maybe one day I'll do that. Be careful standing next to the collar. It's eroded. It goes down there a ways. See right off the bat. Right there. Tons of really cool pyrite. Let's see. If I remember right, this one goes down for a ways. Ooh. I don't know if you heard that. I'm guessing that's probably a good 200 feet at least. But you could spend the whole day here. There's that pipe coming out of the back, the hoist house there, probably for the compressor or whatever. Goes to a line. And then in the background there's another spot. Walk up there in a little bit. But yeah, you could spend all day here. Just checking everything out. Like I said, lots of cool rocks everywhere. I'll have to look up the production numbers and stuff on this place and see when it ran. It covers a pretty big area. There's some workings over here. And then there's different piles right here. They had all sorts of stuff. A lot of people were busy here. I'm pretty sure this is the main waste rock pile I'm standing on. Right here. But they did a lot of separation. A lot of different piles are set up everywhere. But there's all sorts of little diggings here and there. There's some stuff on the other side of the hill. And even a little bit on the other side of this hill here, right here. So I mean, yeah, like I said, you can spend all day picking around here, just looking at stuff. So I came up here specifically today for, I know this is a pretty good area to get, like I said, pyrite and stuff. I mean, good pieces. So I wanted to see what I could gather up, and I don't know, for the heck of it, I wanted to run some pyrite material through the mill, see what we can get. So let's start gathering some pieces, and then we'll crush it up. Right now, I am under where the ore bin used to sit, and there's the main shaft right there. So all of the material that went through there, any stuff that fell through the little cracks and all that stuff of the ore bin, would be right here. They're all collected and down to ground level here, and it's just if you look close, you can see all sorts of neat little shiny specks of pyrite and some pretty neat looking material. Different kinds of pyrite too. I'm seeing some lighter stuff, which would, I think that indicates arsenic, and then I'm seeing some more yellow, so I think that's more like sulfur based. But I'm no geologist, so alrighty, well, I'm going to gather up some of this material, see what we can see. Alright, so I'm digging out these rocks near the ore bin, and I keep coming across these heavy ones, real heavy. I haven't broken any of them open, although it is a little darker, and I broke open a small dark one, and it looked like lead, or oh, there we go. Let's get over here. That's pretty cool. Put him in the bucket. Looks like just like crystal, but I can't tell. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. Pretty neat though. That's a heavy guy. Alright, well, I'm going to grab a couple more from here, and then I'm going to go hit the individual little piles they got out there. See what else is there. I've already got way too much. Alright, got a couple good samples here. Once I cracked them open, looking through the eyepiece. This is probably, it's to the left of the main discharge pile and waste rock stuff. So who knows? Could be junk. Cracked quite a few pieces open. A lot of stuff didn't really look all that special, but a couple that I liked. I'm gonna grab those, or I got those here in the bucket, and we'll do those too. I don't know how I'm gonna keep track of all this stuff. Alright, on to grab some more. Well, unfortunately my time is limited, so I need to go in probably about an hour or so. I gotta head out of here. So I won't be able to crush anything here on site, but when I have time, I'll go back home. I'll go ahead and do it there. I just gotta try to keep everything organized. So, as you can see on the road, off to the side, the road coming up here, there are just multiple piles of separated material. I'll put some pictures in the video of these piles a little closer. So I'm gonna head down there now, see if I can find some interesting pieces. Alright. Like I was saying, there is tons and tons of pyrite in this area. And this is all these pieces. And I haven't even started scratching yet. I know we've gotten some pretty good, you know, quarter size, just balls. Really, really nice looking stuff. But it's all throughout here. And you can tell, you know, the staining on the ground. Alright, I'm going to start gathering up some good pieces though. So I'm still in this one spot digging. And the farther I'm going down, man, it's getting just really, really red. And now I'm starting to pull up some chunks of quartz. Now it's hard to tell on the camera, but I'm going to set these aside, crack those open, and see what's in there separately. Oh man. Some of this is just clumped together from the water and stuff, but I'm getting a lot of pieces of big chunks of quartz and stuff. Let's see if this is a clump or that's a rock right there. Let's see what's inside. That's a solid piece right there. Good spot. Alright. This is always my favorite part. If you think about it, no human being has ever seen whatever it is you're about to look at when you crack a rock open. I love that. Alright, what do we got? You can see the blue staining here, and the rusty staining on the outside edge. Not really seeing anything super amazing inside. Probably why it's in the junk pile. But I'll get my eyepiece out and look a little closer. See if I see anything interesting. Maybe bust these up into a couple more little smaller pieces. I think I might just run a pan of this material too, just to see what's in it. This is really dark stuff. Oh, look at that. Could be junk. You never know. This could also be the stuff that they considered low grade or not worth their time. Because back then they always wanted to go for the super good stuff. So their low grade today could be our high grade, or their low grade back then could be our high grade today. Alright, so here I'm in the wash area down. The mine is just over that hill right there. So on the back side, or the side before you get to the mine, whatever you want to call it, there's a hole. All of this runoff has been, you can see they were going through it and they were placer mining. That's what these pile of rocks are, you'll see. Classified. There's some here. They're all just little individual piles. So, you got a metal detector with you. I do, I just don't have time. You can go ahead and check all these areas. You never know, they miss stuff a lot. And then, and it's up and down the valley through here. I mean, and you can see. Right there's another one. Right there. Just beyond it a little bit more. There's more. And then a big one up above that one. Back in the hill over there. And this whole ridge right here is going to be just filled with them. You can see the piles of rock. You'll see the larger rock. It's a really neat area. It's quiet. Nobody's ever really back here. Beautiful valley. And the 95 is that way, heading north. And the 6 is right over there. And the town of Paul is over there. You can't see it right now, but Lone Mountain's right over these little hills. I just thought that was cool. Maybe one day I'll come out. There's got to be a week's worth of stuff to do out here easy. You could do with the good camping trip. You could do panning for placer. You could do metal detecting. You could crush. I mean, there's lots to do out here in just this one spot. So, alrighty. So here's what I've talked about before. When you're going to check some places out, you know, and if you're looking at them on Google Earth, you can find a lot of extra spots. But even when you're out here, just look around so much instead of, you know, just focusing on one single spot. And look, I mean, up in the hills, there's a spot there. And then I'm not 100% sure. That might just be a little gully, but you just follow stuff around naturally, and you can see this road right there. Let's see, right there. And then you look back in that canyon. I'm gonna have to look at this later on Google Earth to see what it looks like from above. That looks like a pretty big operation. So, you know, there's spots that nobody's been to before. You just get out there and just look, man. Here's another good sized one. on the way up. It's interesting because there's two different piles right there below the adit, and I see a little bit of waste rock, it looks like, on the left side of the adit and the right, and then this darker pile underneath, and another pile down there. Next time. Alright, I lied. We're at a bonus mine. This one is to the left on the way up. I'll put a picture of it on the map. I've been here a whole bunch of times. There's some pretty neat rocks out here. I've never taken any of this material back and crushed it up before, so I thought I'd swing by and see what I could find. The attic goes back, oh, I don't know if I remember right, it goes back about 40 feet back in there, and I mean, this is real crumbly looking stuff too, but I've been back in there. It goes back, I want to say, like I said, about, oh, I don't know, maybe 40 feet or so, and then there's a ladder and it drops down to another level, probably about another 20 feet or so down. Never taken that down. I'm just I'll go into mines and stuff like that, but I usually like to go for the easy stuff towards the, you know, if it's a nice straight path in, or, you know, not too crazy. I don't like dropping into different levels and stuff like that. I worry about, you know, bad air and stuff. I don't have a monitor or anything. Maybe I'll get one, but because I'd like to make a lot more videos of going into, I mean, I know where tons and tons and tons of mines are, so I'd like to do a lot more prospecting videos on those mines. But so this one here, though, there's all sorts of quartz and stuff. There's some good rusty quartz pieces. It's all just laying around here. I'm not sure. I'll have to look up what what reports are saying on this place. But there's a whole bunch of material all scattered through here. Some pretty neat looking stuff. Lots and lots of quartz. And then some vuggy material, it looks like. But, and then I'm not sure if was from the miners or this is what led them to the spot, but man, there's lots of, it looks like just lots and lots of float. So maybe we'll take a walk up here and see. Yeah, it's just everywhere. I'm curious if that's what was initially, it looks like it. It doesn't make any sense to be scattered like this from the miners, so this is probably what led them up here in the first place. Let's see. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm not sure exactly of the names, but it looks like, if I remember right, I think this is like basalt. Alright, what do we got? Still lots of float everywhere. Alright, so we've got a hole. There we go. Now this one with some rope. Probably go down there, but I don't have anything. So I'm not going down there. I'm not TVR. Love that guy's channel, but yeah, no. Yeah, I'd go with him, but not on my own. By myself. Not good. It's pretty neat looking pieces up here though. Trying to see. Yeah, here you can see. Here's the vein right here. That goes down. And then over there, you can see it as well. Lots and lots and lots. This whole hillside is covered. There's some more pieces. There's looks like a couple other outcroppings. But I'm already halfway up, might as well. Let's go see somebody's footprint. There's some nice looking pieces too. It's probably all bull. Who knows? There's some big pieces here. Ooh. Got some nice ones. Real rusty. Here, I'm gonna grab a couple of those. Alrighty. There we go. So here's where they were kicking at it. Probably didn't find anything, so that's why they decided to go lower. Punch in at the bottom. Yeah. Grab a couple pieces maybe. Throw them in the crusher and see what happens. Yeah, this is a big outcropping right there. It's pretty neat too. You come out here and see. It don't be like this too in the desert all the time. Just all of a sudden, boop, big vein of white quartz or mineralized quartz sticking out of the ground. A lot of them never even been touched. There's all sorts of stuff to see here though. Alright, I'm getting nerdy looking at the rocks, but you look down there, pretty cool. There's a remnants of an old building, and right behind it, another mine. So there's your walk to work. Not too bad. 30 feet. And across the valley, there's Lone Mountain again. And check this out. Usually when I'm out here, I never see anybody out here. Now, let's see if I can find it. Okay, it's right there. Out of nowhere, this popped out to me. I was like, holy mackerel. Somebody out here. Somebody just hanging out in their Sprinter van. That is far away though, on the other side of this valley. So anyway, over here, you got this mine right here. On the other side of this hill, you can see it just peeking out right there. There's a whole bunch of other spots where they were poking the mountain. I think a lot of that stuff over there is more like limonite and stuff. So if I get a chance, I'll walk over there. I'm already super late, but that's the problem when I get out here and start walking and looking. I forget. Time goes away. Alright, enough yapping. I'm gonna grab some samples. Alright, now I'm checking some of this stuff right outside the attic. And tried a couple of the bigger pieces of quartz. Pretty bullish, pretty empty. Got me I saw this guy, looked like a little vugish. Crack him open. Pretty nice. So, let's see if I can collect over a couple of these. See if I can get a few of those going. I'd like to crush that and see what comes out of that. It's not pyrite. So, I don't know what that is exactly. Alright, well, let me gather some more pieces and see what I can get. Here's that building shoulder there up there. The sun's getting ready to set, so not much left, but still pretty cool. Couple cans. Old timer junk. Let's go up and see. There's some big pieces down here too. There was so much of it. I used it in the foundation. That's funny. Big gobs of it. Yeah, in fact, half the wall's built out of quartz. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's see what he was pulling out of this one. This one doesn't look very big. But maybe we can get a couple little pieces. Let's see what we got here. Alright. So not very big. It might, let's see, pack rat nest right there. But it might dig down a little bit more. I'm not sure. Might have just filled in, but let's see. You can see what they were. There's the vein right there. I mean, this is all quartz, but it's darker on this side. But let's see, it's about there. And it goes even farther, actually. Yeah, right around there. This piece pops out a little bit right here, but for the most part, from there over to about there. That's interesting. Maybe I'll come over here and grab a couple of these. See if there was anything. Of course, I don't have my hammer with me. Alright, well, see what I can get off the wall here with my hands. Take it back to the truck. Alright, so I grabbed a couple pieces. Trying to do left to right across the vein. I grabbed some from the left side, a little bit more there. There's a piece right in here. And a piece from in here. And then on the right side, I think it was like right around here. So try to get a good, I got a nice good one too from in here in the middle. I think it's right there. You can see where stuff has come out. But I don't have a bucket with me or anything, so my pockets are filled up. But I think that should be okay. I got one piece that looks pretty nice too under the magnification, so I don't know, we'll see. Maybe there'll be something in it and plan another trip out here. Alright. back down the hill.